first and foremost, this started about 1:30 in Newton Division. Shooting occurred where the suspect, who is now, thankfully, we can confirm, in custody, in the hands of LAPD and being treated by the fire department. I'll give you more details about that in a moment. But got into some sort of argument, as we understand, and shot his grandmother multiple times, we think as many as 7 times. Another woman who was there also sustained some wound either then or gunfire wound, or later on as he pulled her into his grandmother's car. LAPD was able to follow that car using technology with LoJack. That car came through Hollywood Division. He fired at police officers and blew out the back of his car window, as I understand, the borderline of Hollywood and Northeast Division. And then, again, the officers that were in pursuit were able to follow him to here, and then he crashed right next to the Trader Joe's. It was there where there was exchange of gunfire. The suspect was wounded in his left arm, and he went inside. I regret to inform you that there is one fatality that occurred inside of a woman. We will have details forthcoming, but of course family notification and trying to figure out more details. We don't have anything more than that, but she was pulled out by the police department from the store. Fire department was able to take her, treat her on site, but she was pronounced here on site.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.